the Northwestern Wildcats and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Checking in with the Buckeyes head coach before the game. He loves how his team has come out and dominated in the conference so far this season, but he understands the road gets even harder now. He's talked to his team about getting off to a fast start, that's important to set the tone here today. They want to keep that undefeated streak alive in conference play, but it all begins right now. We'll see if they can do it against a very tough opponent. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Buckeyes offense onto the field first, and we'll see their opening script. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella, he delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
Throwing, say it. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Rush is on. He's got it. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Buckeyes will punt this one away. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. The Wildcats offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And finding space to throw the football against this secondary will be a challenge.
And this matchup is going to be so much fun to watch because this defense, they're really, really good. And they like to take away what you do best. And a lot of times that means focusing on your number one guy. Palmer, here's a problem. There's two in this offense. So I can't wait to watch how they handle both of these guys that can make big plays and what answers they try to come up with.
I think that's the big question, right? Because it's really hard as a defense to double two guys. And I think if you're on offense here, you want to try and change the picture, change the formation and alignment, use motion, try and confuse this defense, or at least force them to communicate to get the matchups they want to get. I think there's opportunities in this offense today with these two big-time targets outside to make some plays, but they got to be versatile, and they got to try to be as multiple as they can.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. To the air, it's Childs. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Quick give. It's Jackson. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Taken in by Smith on the right side. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Jackson. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Buckeye! Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. They're going to run it. They were all over it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Sets his feet. It's Childs. Oh, pressure's coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
They boot it away. Looks it in at the 40. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Hits inside. It's Jackson. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the
Makes the catch, and he's free. Got some room in under the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes! A great catch and run for 6.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers slipping down the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Keeps it and gets the first down. And he's still running after the move. Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. They're all over it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Childs. Look out! Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Right side, it's Wagner. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down.
Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
And, man, a lot of times it's hard to outrun that blitz, and they bring pressure. They push him outside of the pocket. Nice job covering downfield. Nobody open. He can't find a place to go with the football, and this is exactly what you should do. Keep hunting. Keep chasing. They finally catch him. Get the big sack on 4th down.
Here's Sayin to throw. Here comes the heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
They recovered their own fumble, but now it's 3rd down. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. Got room at the 35. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to have to strike this ball well in the face of this howling wind. Making his first move. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Push is ahead. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Not a lot of room to make this catch. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Straight ahead, it's Jackson. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Say it. Left side is Smith. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty, so important at the college level. Cuts it upfield. It's Jackson. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Run in the red zone. It's Jackson. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
It's 3rd and 5. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun on 3rd down, say it. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Northwestern offense ready to go on the attack. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Looking to throw, it's Childs. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He gets a block. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Holly, what update do you have on that?
Hey, guys, here on the home team sideline, guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying, we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Guys?
Okay, Holly.
And a great job on the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Here's Julian saying to throw. Out wide right, it's Smith. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy.
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Going the other way, and he's got room. And after the interception, able to get it in plus territory, taking it back to the 41. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Drops back on first down. Makes a catch. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Moves the pocket. It's Childs. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. And the try is no good. Couldn't find the range on the field goal, couldn't cut into the deficit, and they are still down by 21. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Running inside. Oh, it's a fumble. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Scanning the field, it's Childs. He'll be thinking about that one, almost an interception.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
You know they'd love to convert this 3rd down after missing a field goal on the last drive. And they'll stop him short of the 1st down, and they've got a timeout if they want to try to get the ball back before halftime. Northwestern will send out the punt team.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We start with the Washington Huskies taking on the Michigan State Spartans. Now back over to your game in Columbus.
And the Buckeyes will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. From deep, it's Grove. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. As we start the 2nd half, what do you have for us, Holly?
Guys, I caught up with the Buckeyes head coach coming out of the locker room. They are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team. Somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the 2nd half. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. He's got him in the flat. Could not make his way to the corner. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally. And
he's got room. And he picked up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a fifth. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And I'm not going to say this one's over, man, but once you start to get in the third quarter and you've built this big of a deficit, every possession means so much, and you can't give them away, and they do. And they give it away with the fumble, and now they're going to really need this defense to bail them out, to make some plays, to force a turnover, maybe even score because they've built a good deficit.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. So after that turnover, they can add to this already sizable lead with their first drive of this second half. Hey, put the brakes on it.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Give to the single back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
Got his man out of the backfield. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Looks it in. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. There's some daylight. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a third down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Makes the grab on the left. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Buckeyes are flying down the field. From the gun, it's Jackson. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Say it. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Say it. It's complete on the right side. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And he made the read off the RPO, and he decided to take off, run the football, but, man, you got to take care of that thing. Fumbles the football, the defense gets the ball back.
Great place to start for this offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun on third down, say it. Good job just to get rid of that one.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Give the defense a ton of credit in this sudden change situation. Their offense just coughed it up. And this defense comes out, they go 3 and out, force a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Moving the pocket, it's Childs. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they had made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Rush right in his face. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
That's a bad decision by the quarterback. In that area of the field, you have got to be careful. If the guy's not wide open, you've got to throw that football away because not only are you getting it picked off, but he's returning it now down close to your goal line and setting his offense up in great field position.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and goal. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Jackson. He's got 98 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. And after the really good gain on 1st down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Buckeye! His big game continues. 3 touchdowns in this one, and now 15 for the year.
And this is the definition of complementary football. Your defense takes the ball away, and the offense turns those takeaways into touchdowns. Fantastic run, great vision, but this has been so good. Their defense staying aggressive, getting the takeaways, and the offense capitalizing, David, with big plays.
And I wish I could say there was complementary football on the other side. They've complemented each other, and they both stunk. Like, both sides have been bad. Turning the football over, not scoring, like, dug yourself a huge hole in this football game. They better find something quick, fast, and in a hurry.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. With this game well in hand, let's take a look at some of the potential Heisman candidates here as we get very late in the season. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Quick completion to the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch at the 35. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. So your defense has done yeoman's work. The idea, don't make any mistakes here. Take care of the ball and preserve this shutout. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Turns it upfield. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Unloads to the right. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Fresh setter downs going to the air. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
Second down, gonna throw it. And it's a pick in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. A pick six. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
Well, we talked a little bit about this defense and just how special they are. We've seen them dominate this game. They've held the opponent to 0 points. You now add the insult to injury with the pick six. They have dudes. They have better athletes than you do on that side of the football. That's been showing itself all game long.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Fires downfield. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Ball's at the 20. 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Northwestern will send out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not a lot of room to field this one. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. So your defense has done yeoman's work. The idea, don't make any mistakes here. Take care of the ball and preserve this shutout.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Working that left side now. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Throw it. Say it. Under pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
2nd and long here. And the RPO got him. Breaks into the open. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a 1st down. And the Buckeyes have this offense rolling. The run inside. It's Jackson. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Fakes the grab. And he's stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last.
Makes the grab and room to run. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
He'll bring it out. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we've certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Long way to go on 2nd down. Quick give. It's Alchuk. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Powers inside. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a crease. It's Alchuk.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the